LandLink, in its simplest terms, is the matching of new farmers, next generation farmers, with current landowners, absentee landowners and retiring farmers, so that farmland access is provided on otherwise unaffordable lands for agriculture. We do have a match with the LandLink, our very first match, and that's with Frank Holman, who has offered part of his 200-acre farm property as a site for a young farming couple to start producing locally grown foods.
I'm Frank Holman. I grew up here in this valley. I'm fifth generation of my family to have lived here, so we've been around a while.
My name is Deke Darracott. We've lived in Salida since 2000, mostly full-time. We've taken a little hiatus here and there. We have a lease with Frank Holman. Basically, he set aside about 5 acres for us for a garden spot. We have about an acre for the pigs. We have his chicken shed there in that barn. We're gonna have some veggies. We'll have peas and some carrot root vegetables and that sort of thing. We'll have pork, broiler chickens, eggs. And it's a good arrangement. I trade off time with Frank working on his ranch. We're putting an irrigation line right now, and then other things that come along that he needs to have done.
My dad taught me how to butcher animals, and I'll be happy to pass that on to Deke and what the processing takes.
He's a wealth of information. He's done a lot of stuff, so I can obviously learn a lot from him about just farming here at this altitude and in this climate.
We also take care of our own equipment here. We do everything, whether it be rebuilding a transmission or engine or welding something together. We do all of that, and we'll be happy to help him learn.
Okay, girls, throw 10 bales on.
Without people like Frank Holman stepping up and making an offer to create a lease agreement, there wouldn't be farmland access.
I'm really excited about those kids being able to spend time out here and ride their horses and go with us like this evening to feed and just learn what it's like to live a good life.
I like it. I like the lifestyle. I like being around the animals. I'm really interested in locally sustainable agriculture. I think it's an important thing for our community and all communities. So I think it is. I think it's great, to give people like me a chance who couldn't afford the property to farm and try to make a go of it,
I'm excited about LandLink. I hope this works really well here and that we can expand the program. And it's going to give Deke and Michelle a chance to dabble in this and see if they like it. Who knows where this will go. But I think it's a wonderful idea. And I think the biggest thing is there's no way in the world most people could get into this because of the expense. So the LandLink is going to hook people up to where they can at least try it and see if it's what they want to do.
I know it's difficult. Lots of people have failed at farming or at least tried, and it's been, it's a difficult way to make a living. But, I want to give it a shot, bring in maybe some fresh direction or thought into it and see if I can, make a living at it.